to negotiate better financing terms on the loans, credit lines, even the credit cards you get? Well, I'm going to map this out for you right now during this training. You're going to be able to leave this training knowing how to get the absolute optimal capital you can get. By optimal capital, I mean the best terms, the longest terms you can get, the lowest interest rates you can get. And that combination means you can get a lot more money and have very low payments. But how do you do it? Well, I'm going to show you right now. We got a lot to cover, so let's dive in. So look, when it comes to optimal capital, we want to address the factors that lenders are really looking at, and then we want to make sure that we are primo on those factors so they give us the best terms. So this starts in a few different areas that we'll dive into. First of all, you want to make sure that your business is set up where it's actual credible. So this is called fundability from a lender standpoint. And you really just want to make sure that your foundation of your business is set up legitimately, credibly, where lenders want to lend you money. So you want to preferably have an LLC or a corporation as your entity type. You definitely want to have an EIN number. You want to have a separate address for your business, even if that address is a virtual office through a place like Alliance Virtual Offices. That's a great way to go. But have a separate address for our business. Let's not make it our home. We want to have a separate phone number for our business. We want it to be toll-free as well. We want to have a professional website for our business that reflects what we do and makes us look professional. By the way, if you don't have that, you go to profitlifter.com. Profit Lifter helps a lot of our clients get that. You also want a professional email address. Like my email is info@creditsuite.com. My company is creditsuite.com. So something like that, where your domain for your website and your email are also congruent. We have a separate license for a business. We can get this even oftentimes in our county as like an occupational type license. We want to have a separate bank account for our business as well. And most important above all else, we need to make sure that everywhere a business is listed, our information is congruent. Whatever you're putting on an application should match your Secretary of State records precisely, exactly. It should match everywhere your business is listed online, your Google business profile, your Bing profile, your social media pages. Everything needs to be the same. The correct spelling of your name, the phone number, the address. This part, so many business owners overlook, and it's the number one reason that business owners get denied credit and financing, because lenders are concerned about fraud. And when your application data doesn't match other places they find your business, they're concerned that it's fraudulent. So you have to make sure that this congruency is in place. Now, once you've done so, well, then congratulations. Now you've actually set up your business where your business is fundable. Now, the next thing that you want to do is you want to really start building your business credit. So you want to go to creditsuite.com/DUNS, D-U-N-S, and get your DUNS number 100% for free. It's easy to do. It takes like 10 minutes to fill out the application. And this DUNS number gives you a lot of credibility. As a matter of fact, I always put my DUNS number on an application for credit financing, even if they don't ask for it, because it is such a strong sign of credibility. The same reason I supply my business license with every application, even when they don't ask for it, because it's equally a strong sign of credibility. So now we want to get our DUNS number. And the next thing is we want to start building business credit. Think about it like this. You're not going to go out in this world and get a mortgage or a car loan when you have no personal credit. Like, it's not going to happen. You have to build some personal credit to get those things. Same thing in the business world. You see, if you want to get credit, if you want to get financing, if you want to stop denials, if you want to get optimal terms, then you have to have a well-established business credit profile and score, because lenders and credit issuers are looking at that business credit profile and score to make all kinds of decisions about you. And those decisions are typically, should they approve you or deny you? What kind of rate and terms should you get? How much should you get approved for? Those three things are driven based on your business credit quality. So if you want more approvals and you want better terms and higher approval amounts, you really need to be establishing business credit, because that's what these lenders and credit issuers are going to look at to make decisions about you. Remember, their goal is to determine your likelihood of repaying them. Remember, that's exactly what business credit reporting agencies do. The business credit reporting agencies get all this data and give scores and other information to credit issuers to tell them the likelihood that you will repay them. So lenders and credit issuers are more inclined to give you more money at better terms if they see that the bureaus have already assessed your risk and your low risk. So in order to do this, we need to build business credit. We need to go through, get some starter vendors on our credit account, or go to credit line hybrid if we have good personal credit to add some initial accounts to our business credit reports. We want to get credit with retailers, with gas stations. We want to get auto financing, Visa cards, MasterCards, American Express, or what's called universal credit. We want to get all this money because this money is going to help us grow our business, and it's also going to help us build a business credit profile and score, which helps us get better terms on the financing we get. Don't worry, If you need help along the way, you can grab our guide. It's the most popular downloaded guide ever in the history of business credit. Over 1 million downloads at creditsuite.com/EIN. That will map out the steps. So keep in mind, how you pay your bills will determine your business credit score. Why this is important is your business credit score is the primary factor that credit issuers and lenders are oftentimes going to use to determine the interest rate that you will pay. So if you want to get optimal financing, if you want to get the best terms, you need to not only get credit that reports to the business credit reporting agencies, but you need to pay that on time or early. And if you've done that, well, then congratulations, you have good terms. And that's what will be the result of having those good business credit scores. Credit issuers see that you have business credit reports established. They see that you have good business credit scores reflecting a low risk. And now they're more inclined to give you an approval with a higher approval amount and better terms as well. And finally, the last point of getting the best terms on the financing that you get is also make sure you're applying for the right kind of financing at the right stage of your business. Look, the best terms you're ever going to get are going to be at your bank, preferably through an SBA loan. In order to get that, you have to have good personal credit, good established business credit. You need to have 2 to 3 years worth of tax returns that show revenue growing every year. And you need to have a collateral equal to what you're borrowing. It could be inventory or equipment. It could be account receivables for that matter. Those are the things that you're going to need to be able to qualify for the best kind of financing at your bank. If you don't have those things, don't go to your bank and expect to get financing. Instead, focus on where your strength is. Is the strength that you have consistent cash flow? Well, then go through a cash flow lender instead of your bank if you don't have the other two factors. Maybe you have good personal credit, but you don't have cash flow. You don't have collateral. Well, then in that case, go to Credit Line Hybrid. It's a perfect program for you there. Or maybe you have collateral, stocks, bonds, 401ks, IRAs, even cryptocurrency, but you don't have revenue yet, tax returns, you don't have a perfect credit. Well, then in that case, go through an asset or collateral-based program. Those have very low interest rates and don't even require credit checks. So go to the appropriate direction based on the funding strength that you have. And if you have no funding strength, well, then rely on business credit to help make you more lendable. And business credit will get you access to the capital that you need. The ultimate goal for you to get the best terms on financing is to make sure that you have a well-established business credit profile and score, that you're improving your personal credit as well, that you are filing taxes that show profits every single year, and that you have some kind of collateral, that you let your customers pay you on terms and get account receivables. You have equipment or inventory or stocks or bonds or real estate. Start acquiring some kind of assets for the business. Because ultimately, when you get to that part where you have the collateral, the cash flow, and the credit, that is when you walk in your bank. That is when you get SBA. That is when you're going to get the absolute best interest rate and highest approval amounts that you're ever going to get. So there you have it. There's my best tips on getting optimal financing for your business. Optimal financing means getting the most money at the best terms. It means getting the lowest interest rate as well. If you want help along the way, let us know. And don't forget to grab our guide on 27 killer ways to get money to grow your business. You can grab that at creditsuite.com/27. That's creditsuite.com/27. Hey, did you get value from this training? If so, smash the like button, make sure you subscribe, and keep your eye out for our next training where we talk about more cool ways to get the money you need to start and grow your business.